Coming up next, On the Spot, we're lining up the hits this week with demo after demo, including a visit with RedOctane and Guitar Hero 2. Brian Eckberg will be stopping by with EA's Madden NFL 07, plus we'll give you a sneak peek of Alien Hominid and Castle Crashers for Xbox Live Arcade, Midway's upcoming Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run, plus an updated look at a nearly complete version of Dead Rising and more. It's all here, live and on the spot.
The inmates have taken over the prison, Jeff. We're running things now.
We run this show. Not you, us. Welcome to On the Spot. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. Your regular host, Rich Gallup, is, of course, out today on vacation. So I get the big desk, and Ryan Davis.
I get to sit down during the show.
You get to sit down over here.
This is great.
Yeah.
I like it over here. It's cooler over here.
It's very, I mean, you know, it's cooler, and it's cooler.
And it's cooler.
Yeah. That's not to say it's not cool over there. Carrie Gouskos, it's pretty cool over where you're at, right?
Oh, I got so much room over here. I'm throwing elbows, and it's awesome. Yeah.
What's on the show today? Because I have no idea.
We like to keep you in the dark. There's actually a lot of really exciting stuff going on. It's actually going to be a great show today.
Really?
Are you saying that you have a great show for us today?
Show for you today.
All right, cool.
Fantastic.
I'm into that.
What we got on the show? We got Guitar Hero 2, and we've actually got RedOctane back here. The legendary Mr. John Tam is here.
The John Tam?
The man, the myth.
The man himself, the legend. He's here, and I'm only saying that because he's standing like right over there. And if I didn't say that, I don't know, maybe get mad at me. Anyway, we also got Madden NFL for the Xbox 360. We've got Dead Rising. We've got Spy Hunter, Nowhere to Run with starring Triple H.
No, that's The Rock. It's The Rock.
Whatever, they're all the same. Yeah. And we've also got a whole bunch of other segments. We went down to Comic-Con last week, so we've got a segment coming up from that. We're going to show you a bit of our return to button mashing, the greatest game show of all time after Match Game. And lots of other stuff.
This is Button Mashing 06. As opposed to Match Game 74.
Yeah.
That's the main difference.
We're missing some key players, I think.
Is there going to be like a late night edition of...
Yeah. There's going to be Button Mashing PM. We're getting Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley in here for that.
You don't need Brett Summers.
Okay, all right. We have our own Brett Summers. Carrie, you're right. So moving on. Okay. Comic-Con is in San Diego.
Apparently they have more than comic books there.
Apparently there are like games and people playing D&D and all kinds of weird stuff.
A lot of cloaks.
A lot of cloaks, a lot of cosplay. And we sent some cameras down there to check that business out. So now why don't you check out some of the game action that was found at Comic-Con.
The Newgrounds, and we're here showing the Xbox Live Arcade version of Alien Hominid. Alien Hominid originated as a flash game on Newgrounds.com. This was originally a one-level demo, had a lot of fans, and we basically formed a company around the idea of making a console version of it. The story's real old school. You're an alien that crash lands on Earth, and the FBI takes your spaceship. So the whole game is chasing after your spaceship and destroying everything in your path. Yeah, the weapons are, the basic run and jump weapons. You got your regular gun, you got your spread shot, you got your photons that shoot all over the place, and your acid that dissolves enemies. We're hoping to have Alien Hominid available for Xbox Live Arcade by the holidays. Castle Crashers is a traditional 4-player brawler, but it has a lot of role-playing game elements. So the inspiration comes from games such as Golden Axe is a big one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game where it had that cartoon fun for 4 players. The story's old school, and the story is still up in the air. We've done a lot of different intros, and we're still toying with it, but basically we're going with the whole, they've done everything. They've taken your idol, they've taken your princesses, they're doing every cliche thing in the book, and your knights are just mad. Each of the knights has his own elemental power. We have lightning, fire, poison, and ice. They can do a lot of air juggling, which is where it's the most fun. Is you can uppercut an enemy into the air and just kind of jump all around the screen with them without ever touching the ground. We hope to release Castle Crashers for Xbox Live Arcade.
All right, we are back. That was San Diego Comic-Con. Crazy action in San Diego, and one man who would know about that is John Tam. You've certainly been to San Diego. You're a world traveler. You're out there making things happen, right?
Been to San Diego.
Yeah.
Grew up in LA.
Now, do you see a lot of people dressed up in crazy outfits just walking the streets like that?
Only in Comic-Con.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a little bubble in itself.
Well, at least they keep that business contained.
Else is like retired at San Diego or in a college.
Right. Or fronting, but they're not good enough to front in LA, so they have to front in San Diego. Anyway, enough about that. John Tam, you're here to talk about Guitar Hero 2.
Sure thing,
which I'm told is a rhythm music game of some kind.
Yeah, it's this little game called Guitar Hero, and it's all based on rhythm, beat matching gameplay.
So, and you play a plastic crazy guitar, right?
We don't think of it as a crazy guitar, but we do think of it as an awesome guitar.
The guitar is an enabler.
It's crazy awesome.
It enables you to be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a look at this. We got Brad over here.
Your resident pro at the game?
Resident rock god. Now he is inside the game.
We've digitally inserted Brad Shoemaker.
This is a new feature of the game. Hopefully there'll be a Brad-free version.
I'm so
He's
jaggy.
actually in the practice mode screen right now.
Cool. So
For
yeah,
those of
let's
you
talk
that don't
about
know.
practice mode. This is new to Guitar Hero 2. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, practice mode is one of those things that we really wanted to do for Guitar Hero 1, but because of scheduling, we're racing for Christmas, all of that. And for Guitar Hero, definitely we put that in the design documents. Harmonix has just put in the finishing touches into a lot of the screens in practice mode. We're ready to show it today.
Cool. Well, why don't we take a look at it? Brad, why don't you do a little practice?
What song are you doing here? You're
Alrighty,
showing...
I got everybody's favorite Kiss song, Strutter, here.
So we're going to do
Yeah,
Strutter.
so the screen that he was in, he's actually selecting which section he wanted to play. There, you can play the full song as is shown there, or you can loop from A to B, and you get to determine which start and which finish it is. And after this, after he actually selects it, so what is he on, verse, chorus? And
Where's the shreddingest part he can go to here?
always the solo.
Solo A.
So he's at solo 1.
Was that 1A? Yeah.
1A. Yeah. So there's all these little sections. It's broken up, so you can select which
you
section
select
you
a
want to
starting
start.
point and an ending point.
Yeah,
right?
which can
okay.
be the same. And right there is just showing the speed at which he plays it at. So there's regular speed and then various levels of slowness.
Now, see, this seems like the sort of thing like Bark at the Moon in the original game. It's like that solo just got
Especially those really
crazy.
fast songs that have the crazy hammer-ons and pull-offs, and just like you see these notes and they're raining down like cats and dogs, and you don't know what
You
to
just
do.
don't even have a chance. It's just like you're not even sure.
Oh, look how slow he's going, and that's how you practice it.
It's like the DJ Screw version of the
Well,
song.
this is exactly what you want to do. You want to learn the fingering for these difficult sections of the song. And in Guitar Hero 1, the level of difficulty was built out evenly, and it progressed really well. We spent a lot of time. Harmonix did a great job of tuning that. And so for this, RedOctane and Harmonix, we really wanted to make sure that practice mode is in there, because you know what, Guitar Hero 2 is going to kill you. There's so much rock in there, you're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm going to suffer from a rock overdose, John.
Hopefully not. You know, you'll be still standing at the end of each
I'm going to be
day.
blue in the
Ryan
face.
Ryan can handle his rock. I know that from experience. that Ryan will be okay.
You know, people have asked us, where's the cocaine overdose? Where's all these things?
exactly.
Rock overdose.
It's a teen-rated title. So.
Exactly. So now with practice mode, we'll be able to practice bass parts and
Yes,
kind of
there you got to pick the lead or the second string, either rhythm or bass.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
So what is he doing now, Brad? What are you doing?
I'm just going to play the solo again at full speed so you guys can see.
Cool.
Because it was too slow for you.
Oh yeah, that was like the crazy acid-soaked version of it. Not doing so good this time, are you, Brad?
You didn't practice it enough, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that is killing you.
Now he's in the venue playing.
Anyway.
You can't even see his notes. He's
Crazy.
standing on top of it.
Why don't we throw some questions your way from you, the viewers out there at home? Don't forget to email in with your questions about the games we're showing today. Carrie Gouskos, what do you have?
I got lots of
What do you got?
questions.
Ask away.
Everybody wants to know all the songs that are going to be in the game, so I'm sorry to say I'm not even going to bother asking that right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Marketing has gotten like me and their like lock and key talking about any of that stuff.
But how's it going? Are you still working on some songs?
we
Or is
are-
the list complete?
The list is complete, and you know what? It's buried under Fort Knox. It's just so secretive.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Is it awesome?
It's so awesome, you're going to be blown away.
All right.
You know what? All the guys on the team selecting songs, they did a wonderful job. Ted, our AP, is over there, and he helped work with Harmonix and our team in selecting music and working with our licensing guy.
Cool.
And we are so overwhelmed with the level of songs, and we're really impressed, actually. We're
With
very
the
proud
first
of it.
game out there, did that make the process of acquiring more songs a little easier, having a product to show and say, here's what
it's
we're
hard
all
to believe
about?
because we won like all these different like soundtrack awards and we thought that that was as good as it gets. And then with Guitar Hero 2, it actually got easier to communicate the message to these guys because half of them had heard of it already, and they're like nephew and nieces, and their kids were playing it. We have stories of Edge playing it with his kid. Paige Hamilton from Helmet talked to us about playing with his niece and stuff like that. So, like, it's out there. You know, Tool's playing this game. So, like, you know, we've heard all these stories about real musicians loving this game. And actually, I was talking to some guys in the music industry, and I was telling them that the fact that they love this game is all we really wanted to do, was basically pay homage to the music industry and what they've done with music and how they've entertained us. And so putting that experience into a box and paying homage to rock and musicianship is really one of the visions of this game. And, you know, Harmonix, a lot of them play guitar and are in bands and stuff like that. So, and that shows in the game and shows how well they respect this industry. And so the fact that so going back to the set list, they actually, it made it easier because now they understand what we're trying to do, and we're not going to, you know, make tomfoolery of their music, you know.
Right.
So,
Carrie, anything else over there?
Yeah, I got a bunch of questions. For one example, Wesley De Heer from the Netherlands, he wants to know, will there be more than one guitar available for Guitar Hero 2? Specifically, like, will there be a bass guitar? Can you play the bass parts and the rhythm parts all going to be played on the same guitar? How's that going to work?
On the same physical guitar, well, we don't want to make any of the controllers non-compatible, but people have always been talking to us about, we want more shapes, we want to do that. We have some stuff planned, but I have nothing to talk about today. Because it's not because I don't want to, they just don't let me talk about this stuff.
Well, it sounds like you got between you and me, John. It's not a deal. It's right here.
I heard what?
Another question.
Yeah.
From Kyle Churchill from Lexington, Massachusetts. Will you have to be in co-op mode to play the bass part? How does that work?
You know what? I say this. Guitar Hero will always be about being the lead guitar in a rock and roll band. But the other thing is, it's kind of obvious that people want to play some of these things. And Brad already showed that you can pick the second string in practice mode. So that's all I'll say. I mean, we're not stupid, but, you know, the career mode will always be about playing lead guitar and stuff like that. So.
Cool. All right, one more question, Carrie.
One more question. All right, this might not get an answer, but I'm hoping it will. Nick Miller from Tucson, Arizona wants to know, are there any other songs, you don't have to say what they are, by the original artist other than Primus? So did you secure any more actual original songs?
Yeah, I'm really glad that we got more original tracks than just the Primus song. And that one's terrific because it's going to be really tough to match the vocals on John the Fisherman and stuff like that. So we went out and got the master track, and you'll see more of that, yes.
Awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
That's awesome. All right, John, thanks for coming by. The game is Guitar Hero 2, and we will have it back later on in the show. But right now, we're going to kick it over to Carrie, who has Spy Hunter, Nowhere to Run with some wrestler guy. Is that?
Well, actually, I have Justin, who is not a wrestler.
I beg to differ.
Well, all right.
Not anymore.
But so you're here. You've brought by Spy Hunter, Nowhere to Run. Now we've seen it on the show a couple times before.
Yeah.
And just for anyone who isn't familiar with it, what is it exactly?
So I mean, if you know the Spy Hunter series, you know the big thing about it is the interceptor vehicle that you drive in, which is it's like a heavily armed sports car that can turn into a boat when it hits water, turns into a motorbike, and all that kind of stuff.
And the original games were all about this driving mechanic.
Yeah, so this is the first one in the series where you can get out of the car as the Rock. Would be cooler if you were Chris Rock. You're the Rock. And actually, like I've played about half of the game at this point, and the weird thing is that I've spent the vast majority of my time on foot. And that's the mission I'm going to show you right now. Is my interceptor's been stolen.
Oh, there he is. Look at him.
So I'm gonna infiltrate this Nastro base and try and get it back.
All right. So now you said you've been spending most of the time on foot. So what kind of gameplay is it on foot?
I mean, it's just it's third-person shooter, you know. I mean, but then there's never any shortage of weapons and stuff. But then, because you're the Rock, you can do a lot of wrestling stuff as well.
So it actually leads right into one of the first questions that came in from Taylor from Peachtree City. He said, since The Rock is in this installment of Spy Hunter, does Rey Mysterio or any other wrestler? Is there a lot of wrestling in this game? Are there other wrestlers in it, or do you know?
That'd be so cool. I haven't seen any other wrestlers yet. Well, I can only hope.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of wrestling in the movies too. I think The Rock's been doing interviews, and he said that like his finishing move, the rock bottom, is in there, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, is he definitely in it? Because I thought that was still just a rumor. Is he?
I'm pretty sure it's in the game. It's definitely in the game. They the last time they came by.
Oh, I know it's in the game.
No, the movie.
I didn't know he was in the movie. Okay, I'm gonna do some wrestling right now.
All right.
Oh. That was excessive.
Thank you.
And ridiculous.
Does it control like a wrestling game?
No, not really. You have like a light punch, a heavy punch, and a throw button, and you mix them up, and you can, like, if you get behind someone, you can get like a one throw kill and this kind of thing.
So how much do you actually like? Because there's also gunfire and stuff in here. How much do you actually use in the game? Is it more wrestling, more gunplay?
I gotta say, I use a lot of wrestling. It's probably more powerful than the guns in a lot of situations.
Just like actual wrestling.
There are some bad guys who are more or less immune to bullets, but if you get the Rock's fists in there, you can take them down. Oops.
So I'll take another question, unless I'll ask it first, and then I'll send some over. Jeff, you can start looking for some questions yourself. Blanche Lacroix from Ottawa wants to know what kind of bosses are there in the game. What have you seen so far?
I haven't seen that many actually. There was one who was kind of a female sniper up on a tower, and it took me a while to figure out how to beat her. And wrestling wasn't the answer because she was out of reach.
Even for the Rock, he doesn't have like stretch arms.
She was way up there. I don't be careful I don't die. I'm not concentrating.
I'm trying to distract you.
I know. There we go.
All right, here's another one. Albert from Union City wants to know, did The Rock also do the voice for the game?
I think he did.
So it sounds like The Rock?
Yeah, definitely.
So The Rock says things in this game?
I don't watch a lot of wrestling, so I don't know if he says like Rock trademark quotes or anything, but
he doesn't refer to himself as The Rock because he's someone else entirely.
Well, he's supposed to be Alex Decker, but you're playing as The Rock, really.
I'm Alex The Rock Decker.
And I'm dying.
All right, last question.
There are checkpoints everywhere. We'll be fine.
From Kai in the UK wants to know how many different weapons are in the game, and what's the best weapon you've seen so far?
I don't know how many there are. I'd say this. I've probably seen at least like maybe 10 different kind of guns, and there's also like hammers and fire axes and stuff you can pick up.
Are they standard weapons like machine gun, pistol, shotgun, that kind of thing?
Pretty much. But there's also a rocket. There's a rocket launcher as well.
How about like a folding chair?
A hammer?
I was thinking of writing that into the preview, like wishing there was like a chair or a step ladder or something. Just like.
I'm actually going to ask you another question that I'm stealing away from Jeff. Matt Blueboff from Powell, do you prefer the driving or the third-person shooter sections? And maybe as a part of that, can you answer how much there is of each?
See, well, it's difficult to say how much there is of each just because early on in the game, the Interceptor gets stolen. So then you spend quite a few missions just trying to get it back. But now I've got it back, I'm hoping the kind of latter half of the game is going to be a lot more driving.
So you
because they're actually both kind of fun.
Oh, they're both.
I've got kind of into this third-person thing, but it's just not what I expect from Spy Hunter. I like the old Spy Hunter games.
So this is a good kind of action-adventure. It seems like it's going to be an interesting action-adventure game.
You got to stop talking to me, man. I'm sorry. I'm dying.
Are we distracting you, Chester?
I didn't hear a word you just said.
He's pulling a Justin.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Brad is grinning over there. So, I don't know. Jeff, do you have another question? One more?
No. Let's move on.
All right.
Spy Hunter coming soon to a game console near
September.
You theater.
So Rich isn't here, so I'm going to make the bad segue. Speaking of things that were old and now they're back, like Spy Hunter,
You're right. This is horrible.
I'm doing Rich justice. We brought back button mashing.
Oh, he's going to hate you for that.
Jeff, would you like to speak on that some more?
Sure. So button mashing is...
What's button mashing,
Button
Jeff?
mashing, Ryan, is a game show that we did around here, following in the footsteps of such epic game shows as Card Sharks, as
I love Card
Match
Sharks.
Game 74, but not 75.
What about like Joker's Wild?
Joker's Wild, Remote Control, all these greats.
Yes.
Family Feud.
What about like Family Feud?
No Feud, unfortunately.
What?
I'm not saying that Family Feud's a bad game show.
It better not.
Dawson.
Yeah, much love.
One love out there, baby. Whatever. He heard me talk about it. Let's watch a little bit of button mashing.
Yo, man, you heard about GameSpot's new game show?
You wanted the show, so of course we had to bring it back.
Round 1, that's where the game has begun. It's the consolation round where you play until you're done. Time marches on while you fumble with the task. Better do it real fast or you end up dead last.
Consolation round, we give these guys 3 simple tasks on 3 different games that they have to complete before time runs out. The 2 fastest times move on to round 2. Today, your tasks are: you gotta die in Ninja Gaiden 2 for the original Nintendo Entertainment System, kill 2 Ninja White-type guys in Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox, and then successfully drive through 5 archways in Mario Kart DS for the Nintendo DS. On your mark, get set, go! Do it, go! Get set, go! What's this? What we have here? Oh, and he fall! Oh, moving on, hurry up! Second game. All right, cool, congratulations, you died. Oh, it's too bad you missed that giant cliff right there, though. That probably could help you die. And it did! All right. Moving on to Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox. You just headed straight for that cliff. You knew that was there. Your name is Cliff. You knew to go for the cliff. Take him out, son. Take him out. Slice him up. Razor blade sharp. Plug in. Get connected. Oh, is that one of them? Oh, one down. Get the second one. Chop him up. Chop him up. Oh, they do stand down. All right. Let's move on to Mario Kart. You're about to die. I know. You know, we said the penalty was for you dying. So you have to hang out with me for 10 seconds right now. Slicing them up. Are they both down? And I think, yeah, they're both dead. Moving on. John Brody does not look good for you, sir. One last archway to go. And stop. There's your time right there. Congratulations, Tom. And stop. All right, John, you stay right here. We're going to get the official word from the judges. Stop!
Round 2, it's what we call the memory leak. The game shots flash fast, so you only get a peek.
We're about to show you a top 10 list from somewhere on the GameSpot site. We're going to show you all the games from that top 10 list, and you have to identify them, okay? The catch is, each game is only revealed for half a second at a time. Cliff.
Fight Night 2004.
Wrong. Tom. Only 2 left.
Fight Night Last 6.
No. Cliff.
Fight Night 2005.
No!
Fight Night 3.
Oh, yeah, we'll give you that one. Fight night round. Tom, congratulations. You're moving on to round 3. We'll let you pick an air soon. Cliff, thanks for playing, man. We appreciate you. You were great. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back with round 3. Owned.
Round 3 is up. You're getting owned, my friend.
All right, Tom, you made it to round 3. Congratulations. We call this one Owned. And if you're not familiar with how it works, basically it's your chance to lose horribly at the hands of a GameSpot editor in the game of their choice. All right, your choices are Carrie Gouskos in Guilty Gear, Greg Mueller in Fight Night Round 3, or our own Craig Beers in Double Dragon B mode. All right, here we are. We're on the couch. Craig, I don't think you've been on camera in like years.
I haven't, Rich.
Give me your hand.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. You?
If you're not familiar with Mode B and Double Dragon, we have the original Nintendo Entertainment System here. Mode B is like the arena mode. Tom, have you played this before?
I have.
You have?
A very long time ago.
All right, cool. Well, let's just get right into it, shall we? You can't turn your back on Craig Beers. You can't turn your back on Craig Beers. He will get you. Is that it? Owned. I hate that phrase, but seriously, Tom, it happened. You're up by a country mile, man. Mode B, Double Dragon on the NES. Exciting stuff. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time right here on Button Mashing.
Button mashing. Button mashing. When I say button, you say mashing. Button 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 mashing.
So there you have it. That is Button Mashing, our game show, and it is back. There will be more coming soon. But of course, you can watch the full version of that episode on the site right now.
Before you go anywhere,
yeah?
Who picks Double Dragon B mode as their game? Like, what?
Craig Beers. What? Craig Beers is a Double Dragon B mode kind of guy.
And that worked out for him, didn't it?
Yeah, he won. So
he was so lucky. He was so lucky.
It was definitely down to the wire. What would I saw you were on that? What would your game have been?
Guilty Gear was my game.
Gear. Guilty
Gear. What do you mean, eh?
I mean,
what's that?
Enough about that.
Sorry, what's your game, Jeff?
It'd probably, I don't know, Blitz or whatever. Anyway, speaking of football, I'm here with Brian Eckberg, sports assassin, and you have Madden NFL 07 for the Xbox 360.
That's right. Yes, for the next gen version of the all popular Madden series, and what we're looking at here is Superstar mode.
Now, this is the mode where you basically play one role the entire game.
Exactly. Right now, what we're showing off, you can play any position on the field other than kicker, which makes sense because who wants to be a kicker?
I do.
Okay. But
too bad.
Sorry. But yeah, no, any other position on the field is fair game. What happens is, right now we're playing with the Raiders and we're playing as a quarterback. You don't call the plays as a quarterback. You can call an audible if you want to, but for the most part, when you're on the field, this guy's calling a running play. The coach has called a running play. So as a quarterback, I'm not going to get to do anything other than hand the ball off. But when it's a passing, hopefully they'll call a passing play here in a bit, and you can see how that works. But as you can tell, basically once the ball is off and the running back takes off, I can control the player, I can control the quarterback, maybe pick up a block here and there. But for the most part, control is taken out of your hands once you've fulfilled your role as a quarterback.
So now how detailed do the controls get? Like I saw, the quarterback definitely goes up and makes like he still has the ball. Is that a button you're hitting to make that happen?
That's actually fairly automatic. I'm not actually sure if maybe at a higher difficulty level just got sacked there.
And that was you that got sacked.
That was totally my fault.
Like the computer.
No, definitely not.
What's with the ego modifier there?
Well, what happens is those are basically influence points, what the game refers to them as influence points. And basically if you do a play right, if you complete a pass, like here's a passing play, if you complete a pass, you'll get some points that you can then spend on your player, on somebody else on your team, or if you're a really great player, you can actually intimidate other members, opposite team members, so you can intimidate a defensive back and make him play crappy for a play. But so here we've got a passing play. I'll pull back, and I can set my primary receiver by hitting the appropriate button. You see, it's cycling through there. Yeah. So when I pull back, so now you see my perspective is changed. It's a little bit different than how Madden works. You're really playing from that quarterback perspective. It's lower. You have to look over your offensive and defensive linemen and really see, where there's an open receiver. I did good there, earned 4 points, first down, and a completion. Basically, the game works, like this in every position. You have very position-specific controls that are, if I'm playing a running back, and on this play, the quarterback would hand off to me, and then I've got control of that running back, and I'm going to run the route that I'm supposed to. So it's definitely you can play any position on the field. Why don't we try a different position now? I've got a couple preloaded here.
Well, you load that up. Well, actually, I have a question for you. What about defense? Can you do defensive position?
Absolutely. You can play defensive back, defensive lineman, linebacker, and it's really different controls. The defensive back is probably the most difficult position to play because you're really shadowing. You're supposed to shadow a wide receiver. They're really fast. They turn on a dime, and it's really challenging. But it's it took me a while to get used to, but it's definitely a challenge.
So now, if you're playing the quarterback, when your team's on defense, does it show all those plays? Can you skip back to where you'd be in control, or you have to watch things unfold in real game time?
Exactly. When you aren't on the field, the game just plays. Okay. And like sometimes you'll play, if you choose your career guy as a fullback, you won't even be on the field in some plays. The fullback isn't on the field all the time. So in those cases, the game just takes place and you watch it unfold, and then when your number is called, you come back on the field. We're actually going to load up a linebacker, so I'll let folks see what that's like.
Cool. In the meantime, Carrie, you got any questions over there?
Sure, I got a bunch of questions. One is actually a very specific question, but I'm kind of going to make it a little broader. From Everett Covington from Yeadon, Pennsylvania, wants to know, can you be TO? So maybe, can you be specific players, or are you a no-name linebacker or wide receiver or whatever?
Right. You create your own player in this mode, and the thing is, within the game, within the mode, you can definitely decide what kind of personality you want your player to have, whether he's going to be a real pain, whether he's going to be like a media darling or a team player. In fact, in the mode, when you're on the field, there's ways to decide what kind of player you want to be, whether you want to play as a superstar or a lone wolf, a guy who's only looking out for himself, or a guy who really wants to help his team. There's different ways you can play and different roles you can play that will define your player, but no, you can't play as a currently existing NFL player.
But you could conceivably create a character named Terrell Owens.
Absolutely.
And no one's going to stop you from doing that.
No, not at all.
I might.
Bring it on. So is this a feature that is going to be in all versions? Because I know we're looking at the 360 version, but this will be in the Xbox and the PS2 version?
It's in all versions. I believe, I actually checked out the Xbox version and the PS2 version today, and I think it's a little bit different there. There it seems like you play the game more as a traditional Madden game as opposed to specifically focusing on the position that you're playing. I may be wrong about that. It needs a little bit more investigation, but definitely in the 360 version, you're only playing that position, and you're really focusing on the different controls that each player has. In fact, folks I just put up a new preview of Madden talking about all the different positions on the field, the different controls that they have. and how they play. So people should definitely check that out. So here I am playing as a linebacker. You see, I'm a left outside, an outside linebacker, and I've got my responsibility is tied to that running back. So wherever he's going, I didn't do too well there, but that's your assignment. And if you're in zone coverage, there's a little oval, just like a typical Madden play for zone coverage.
Show where you need to be guarding.
So right here, you'll see in this play, I'm in zone coverage, so I'll need to back up a little bit, and my zone is outside there to the left. So and now I'm playing as a linebacker. A linebacker is the kind of guy that can go in and make a sack or go for a big tackle or even make an interception. So it's definitely a different way of playing the game, and your responsibilities are completely different depending on whatever position you choose.
Cool. Carrie, one last question.
Well, I just want to ask my own personal question. How fun is it to do that, Brian?
Some positions are more fun than others, I have to admit. Like, you can play offensive lineman, but there's really only two controls. You can cut block or impact block a guy. And yeah, I guess there's some challenge there to that, but really, I think most people will want to play the positions that see the ball all the time, like quarterback and halfback. And on defense, I think defensive line is pretty fun because that's typically what I play in Madden anyway. But, the fact that you can play however you want is definitely doesn't hurt the game. It's just I think some positions would be more popular than others.
Crazy. All right. Well, look on the site for more information about Madden's Superstar Mode and some more general information about the rest of the game as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Check it out. Meanwhile, let's go over to Carrie, who's with Matt Rory, and they have some zombies action.
Zombies.
In the face.
So I'm excited about
Zombies.
this. So you've brought by Dead Rising.
I have.
Now, we've seen a little bit Dead Rising before. We've run around the mall a little bit. What are you going to show?
I'm going to show the hardware store. I don't think we've ever seen that on the show
No,
today.
I don't think so.
Obviously, there's plenty of good stuff in the hardware store.
Oh.
Little guitar hair action for you. If you
Nice. Is this one of John Tan's guitars?
you can see. Okay, here we get the lawnmower. I'm just going to go ahead and pick some stuff up and just start running people down with it. That's all right with you guys. You get points for cutting off their legs with the lawnmower.
If you are under the age of 18, please avert your eyes. You can listen, but you can't watch.
Ask your parent or guardian if it's okay for you to see zombies get mowed down with a lawnmower.
I'm going to try and get an excavator here for a second. This is one of my favorite parts of the...
They're everywhere. There's seriously zombies
there's
everywhere.
zombies all over the place here, so... Get her off, get her off! Here's an excavator right here. Some of the items you can get are actually gas-powered, so you have to turn them on.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh my god.
That's kind of uncool.
Matt, you're sick.
No, wait, so how long does this weapon last? Can you just keep this weapon forever?
No, all the gas-powered stuff do run out of gas eventually. I'm going to try and get a... The cool thing about this one, you can actually throw the corpse at people.
Oh my god, wait, do it again, do it again.
No, I'm going to get a chainsaw now.
Do it again.
Chainsaw.
Oh, God. What did that zombie do to you, Rory? Christ.
This is awesome.
This is wrong. Is hardware store like the most fun you've had so far?
It is very fun. There's also, in the same little area of the mall, there's also, here, I'm going to get a skylight, I think. Here we go, skylight.
It's like a hardcore wrestling match or something. You find light tubes and thumbtacks.
What is that in your hammer? Is that a nail gun?
Submachine gun.
Oh, it's a submachine gun. Oh, so you have like regular boring weapons too?
You have, there's also sniper rifles and handguns, but some of them are pretty difficult to get.
Can you do the rock bottom in this game?
There is a wrestling book that actually...
Does it teach you wrestling moves?
It just makes your, here's a mailbox. Everything in the hardware store is good to go. Zombie cops.
So what are you supposed to kill like all the zombies in the store, or like how does it work?
There are a bunch of different little missions that you can do. Most of the time you just want to avoid the zombies as best you can, but sometimes it's not always possible, and you have to just survive.
What was that? That was like a button timing game or something where you have to like...
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I don't want to die. Let me see if I can get some health up here. Orange juice. Orange juice is the best for health. Or one of the best. 2x4.
Can you hit people with the orange juice?
You just drink it and it gives you health back. So
that's
really
no
good
fun.
stuff. Oh, I have a smokestack.
Plenty fun.
All right, let's fire some questions your way here.
Go for it.
Adam in England wants to know, how long do you think this game would keep a person occupied?
It depends. It's hard to tell at this point. I mean, after you beat it for the first time, you can play through it again with different modes. The first time you go through, you only have 72 hours to get all the missions done. But as you beat it, I think you'll unlock like 5 or 7 days, and eventually like unlimited time. in the mall, so you can have as much time as you want to.
And are you going to pretty much require those? I know one of the achievements is to like kill 53,000 zombies or something. Is that something you could conceivably do in that 72-hour period? Or
I would say so. If you're really dedicated, you could probably get that done.
Oh, this thing's so good.
Yes!
This is really the best thing I've ever
This
seen.
is probably the greatest weapon in a game ever.
The limbs actually fly off as
that
you
I've
hit
seen
people
with
too.
eyes.
The limbs actually fly off as you hit people too. It's really incredible.
Anthony in Vegas wants to know: are there any mini games to be found in there? Any crazy zombie mini games? I know you can take pictures and stuff a lot.
There are a bunch of picture tags that you can take. There are special things you can take pictures of, and they'll get you more points. And there are a bunch of they're called scoop missions, which allow you to do like different little stuff like escorts and things like that for points. So here we go.
Yes.
You're probably not in a very good position to actually show it, but what do you know about erotica photos as they relate to Dead Rising, of course?
They're difficult. You have to get... There's some quests that require you to take specific types of photos, and erotica photos are basically like people who are nude or stuff like that.
Wait, there are people naked in this game?
There are half-naked zombies, like ladies wearing very little clothing, and you can actually take pictures of them and get erotica points for it, so... It's interesting.
This game is wrong, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
I take offense to
No, seriously?
Isn't that awesome?
It's pretty awesome.
I think stabbing them in the guts is alright, but taking pictures of naked lady zombies...
That's just wrong.
It's just wrong, dude.
But you know what else goes wrong? Thanks for showing us Dead Rising.
No problem at all.
You know what else goes wrong around here? You know, our video stuff, people write in and say, oh, it's so professionally done or whatever, but, we're not perfect, Ryan Davis.
Well, yeah, some of us aren't.
Thanks.
Oh, you ain't
Thanks for rubbing
perfect,
it in.
Ryan Davis.
All right, but, we've got
There are glitches, there are hiccups.
Yeah, things happen. Wackiness ensues. It's just the nature of the beast. So how about now we take a look at some excerpts from a video piece we cut together. Here's some stuff that didn't make it in.
This is just an example of some of the fun items you will get in this set. There's actually several of these included.
This set is below stupid. If you were... This is the ticket stub that got myself personally me.
You got in with this.
Me, myself, into the Nintendo E3 media briefing at the Kodak Theater. Many of you know this is where they'd shoot that American Idol.
That's right.
The American Idol.
I believe that, yes, that is also where they have...
The American Idol.
The American Idol,
yes.
which everyone loves.
Yes.
What's up with the Post-it notes?
There are designated seats from the booth.
Awesome.
You have these Post-it notes here on the side here.
Now, you see the top one there, it says Jeff Gerstmann. That's you.
That's me.
That's you.
That's
and
me.
The lower one right there, that says Carrie Gouskos.
Carrie Gouskos, and she was sitting next to me the entire time. And now, we had assigned seats there at the E3.
That's right.
And this is what we used to figure out where we was sitting.
You will not find these collectibles anywhere else.
This is where we was
Anywhere
sitting.
else.
You could put one next to the other, and that's how it really was. These are mint condition.
Jam mint condition books.
BU uncirculated comics here. This looks like some great fun right here. This guy's got arrows sticking out of his back.
I want to bring to your attention here. We got it's Conan on one side. You flip it over, Star Wars on the other.
That's a double shot of excitement right
You're getting
here.
both kinds of fantasy, sci-fi, and
yes,
fantasy
that's
in
right.
one
You're
package.
getting it from both ends here with these beautiful Dark Horse comic books.
Player shirt. On the front it says player in a classic Old English font.
Are you a player?
As it says on the back, thank you, Alienware.
Are you?
Are you? That's shorthand.
Are you?
I don't rightly know, Jeff. This is quality product.
Professional grade, 440 stainless, German steel, this plastic case. Some of these great graphics and skins. The G unit, very, very big with today's youth market. All right, we should probably stop.
So you remember that?
Vaguely.
I remember that.
Carrie remembers that.
It was very difficult to keep a straight face. That was one of the funniest things I've ever
there's a
seen.
whole tape full of other stuff we didn't use.
Oh yeah. There's always a tape full of stuff. I'm always
always
mortified about what the video guys are going to cut together at some point. Like me sitting here like I don't know, doing stuff.
Yeah. But, so that was something that ended up on the site. But sometimes things just don't end up on the site at all. So let's show a little bit of that now. This, with Portal being a recent game that a lot of people are excited about, we took a look at Portal and, we created this. So take a look.
rather complex tasks while enduring the most intense pain. So in case
Man, we need one of those. Dave, get in here.
Yeah, what you need, man?
All right, man. You know stuff about like computers and technology or whatever, right?
Apparently so.
All right, man. Portal gun.
Yeah?
What can you do for me?
I can make you one if you need one.
Dude, we need a portal gun, Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
I can do it, man.
Yes.
I'm right on it. See you later, man. Yeah, what you need, man?
All right, man. You know stuff about like computers and tech. It was funny. A lot of people don't know the swag video, the E3 swag video, is actually kind of loosely based on this. It's called the Knife Show.
Yes, the Knife Show.
And
with Tom Odell.
Yes, and Todd Boone.
Todd Boone.
So,
the dynamic duo.
The ultimate dynamic duo in the history of home shopping, home advertising. These guys. So many knives. Carrie, I know you love knives.
Well, no. So what's amazing about the Knife Show is that every time you go to Jeff's house, every single time, the Knife Show is on television. And I think we've spent countless hours sitting there, I think the three of us, attempting to buy knives, yes?
Yeah, it's always...
Resisting.
Exactly, yeah. Resisting
it just looks so
the
good.
desire to
There's
buy
like a
knives.
sweet sword or like this fantasy knife thing that's got like spikes around the hand.
The raven, the gold duster.
I think the reason we want to, oh my God, I just forgot what I was going to say.
All right, well, enough about that. Why don't we show this other video about Portal we produced?
We did another one?
Yeah, we did too.
I thought the first one was so good.
The first one was really good, but it was over some people's heads, so we made this one. It's a little lower level, so check it out.
rather complex tasks while enduring the most intense pain. So in case
Man, we need one of those. Dave, get in here.
Yeah, what you need, man?
All right, man. You know stuff about like computers and technology or whatever, right?
Apparently so.
All right, man. Portal gun.
Yeah?
What can you do for me?
I can make you one if you need one.
Dude, we need a portal gun, Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
I can do it, man.
Yes.
I'm right on it. See you later, man.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Now, see, the video didn't show it, but I'm drinking milk out of a jar inside that portal, I'm pretty sure. It went back into time and found me last night drinking out of a jar. That's what I do at home.
You drink out of jars?
Yeah, just like John Tam, who is back.
No, I'm not allowed to drink out of the jar.
Really? All right, well, you should...
Someone rules the roost at home, and so...
Well, you know, I got all this moonshine set up. You come by, we got jars. It's how it works. Come by, we'll make it happen. But you guys have...
We have sweet rock guitars.
With you. That's gear. That is
this one's heavy.
ready gear there.
Because this is a bass, and so it's heavy.
Yeah, so why don't you tell us a little bit about these, John?
Well, it's a little story. You know, last year when we were on the show, we just thought we'd just ask a couple of people, like, hey, Logitech, you want to give away some stuff on the show with Guitar Hero? Because it's like, you know, you want to play amplified and play powered up.
For sure.
The sound, stuff like that, make it sound good, better than your TVs, blah, 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 blah. And you guys went nuts saying that, you know, best giveaway ever. And so I said, you know, I can do better than that, okay?
So you're gonna give these away?
Yes. Well, the story is, you know, I keep on saying we believe in musicianship. We believe in musicianship and whatnot. And so I just gave a little call to Gibson and said, hey, you know, we want to see if we can give away some guitars and support musicianship and bridge the gap between playing virtually in the game and actually playing music.
Yeah. Speaking of playing virtually, Brad's over there doing it.
Yep.
Brad, rock.
Are you ready for a real guitar, Brad?
Rock.
Can you rock some?
I can sort of try to rock a little.
So what, I mean, just for the folks at home, what models, what are we looking at here with these guitars?
These are both Epiphone models, but this is a great place to start in the Gibson lineup. This is I believe this is EBO. It's based on the SG shape, but it's a base. And this is a .335, so it's a 335 body, the ES335. So
cool.
These are great guitars.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this 335. I was telling Ted, what he wants to do is wants to swap this one out. So for the winner, make sure you get this one because I think that Ted's trying to swap it out and steal it with a PlayStation SG controller. So it sounds so good.
Keep it locked up. We'll definitely have to keep that locked up. So yes, you heard right. We are going to be giving these away. We have a trivia contest coming up at the end of the show. But in the meantime, we've got Brad over there playing the song "As Made Famous" by Van Halen. You really got me. So let's take a look at Brad.
Brad looks a little sweaty.
Work it, Brad.
A little hot over here.
You're no
Try
Eddie.
rocking a little harder.
Ryan Davis, why don't you try rocking a little harder?
I don't need to try.
Let's get a few more questions coming in here. Maybe a little less serious end of the show. People cutting loose a bit. Clayton wants to know: are you likely to do a drum hero game, triangle hero? There's been there's been talk out there.
I keep on trying.
What's going on with you guys?
What I think would be really cool is harmonica hero for the DS, where you can put a cartridge insert where you can blow into the GBA cartridge port and actually see the screen in front of you, kind of go back and forth.
So that'll be out this fall, right?
But it's stuck in R&D. The R&D guy's like,
killing us.
This blow-through controller, we can't do it.
That's not something John can just cobble together at home.
Yeah, we're still working on that part. So it's the accessory that's really making it difficult.
Cool. How about you, Carrie? Got any questions over there?
Well, one question that somebody asked earlier that I wanted to just make sure that you had answered, John, is there going to be doubles practice mode? Can you practice with two people?
No, it's not in the spec right now. The real reason is because, when you're playing co-op, you don't really fail anyway. I mean, you do fail in co-op, but it's a different experience, and people will be playing different tracks and stuff like that. Which track do you want to practice, start and finish? So really, like career mode, practice mode is really for that one guy sitting by himself playing. But when you're partying, you're really playing cooperative or competitively, and so we have the other modes for that. So.
But one of the real focuses this time around is that kind of cooperative play, right? It's like rocking together, not.
Yeah. And that was the whole purpose of the second stream in co-op mode, to be together, to feel like you're in the band together. So adding that second guitar here, we're showing guitar and bass. So it's that whole thing of togetherness. We love each other.
So then Guitar Hero 3's got the drums and the keyboard player. And then you got the karaoke
keep on talking. Yeah.
Come in this fall, PlayStation 3 launch game. You heard it here first. PS3 launch, Guitar Hero 3.
Sure thing, Patricia.
All right, so why don't we get to the trivia portion of the show here and see if we can find homes for these axes, this axis base.
We prepared two questions, and let's see, are they going to come on screen? So the first question, maybe not.
Well, if you're a...
Okay, there it is. Okay, which Gibson guitar shape is best suited for the new character shown for Guitar Hero 2 thus far?
Yeah, so, look on your screen, the window right there, select the question one, pick the right thing.
Obviously, you need to answer both these questions because this package is just too awesome for just one question. So we have two questions. The second question is for... Hello.
They got to fire that stuff up.
For name at least two of the signature guitars for the same Gibson guitar shape. So for that Gibson guitar shape, for the first question, name two of the signature models. And if you answer, first person that answers both of these, they will get both of these wonderful guitars. And also, there's more stuff. It's a starter package, so there's also a Gibson tube amp.
Cool.
And straps and strings for everything.
So you'll be like halfway to starting a band at this point, basically.
Yeah, they say learn 3 chords and you're ready to start a band, right?
Exactly.
So you got all the equipment, just learn your 3 chords and you're ready to...
That's like people play Guitar Hero 1, so they know to, not trust drummers and lead singers and stuff like that. What are the loading screen jokes this time around? Are they focused around...
No, it's not all final right now, but humor is part of the game. It's part of the whole experience. So
absolutely.
All right.
Be there.
Well, John, thanks for coming by, and thanks for bringing these great gifts. Guitar Hero 2. When can we expect to see it on store shelves?
Right now, still we're targeting November.
November.
Yes.
Cool.
Fantastic. Guitar Hero 2.
Rippin'. Very ripping. All right, so Brad, how's it going over there?
Going all right. It's kind of hard to play this game without sound, as you well know.
Right. Well, maybe if you were playing it on a beach or something.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
If you
How
were
am I going to get to the beach?
You know, the magic of the internet makes anything possible, Brad. You just have to want it bad enough.
I do want it. I want it a lot. How's this going to happen, though?
I don't know anymore. I thought I knew at one point. I just don't know.
Start concentrating on being at the beach.
Jeff, you don't know anything anymore.
That's right. I don't.
So wait, can we reiterate how people are supposed to be sending in these questions? It's not by mail form, correct? It is into the trivia thing, right?
Yes. It's part of the GameSpot trivia.
Okay. So make sure you're sending them in the trivia form and not answering it into the mail.
Yes, definitely. Use the trivia form on the page. Use email. Okay, actually, we're being told the trivia form is not working properly, so enter via email. All right. Send your answers in.
Well, then I think we already have a winner, but I'm not going to say his name.
All right. Well,
or her name.
We'll pick one at a later date and announce the winners on next week's show. Chaos, baby.
Chaos. This is what happens when Rich goes out of town. We're all like, help me.
Okay, so email into onthespot@gamespot.com with your answers for the trivia question. Little technical difficulties getting in the way of the trivia form and all that business. But
say it one more time.
Can you ask the questions one more time also?
onthespot@gamespot.com. Yes, let's run through those questions one more time. If we can we show those again? Can we show those up on screen? Can we get those?
Which guitar shape is best suited for the new character shown for Guitar Hero 2?
Right.
And the second one being, for that shape, name 2 of the signature Gibson guitars.
For that shape, okay.
Yeah.
For that shape.
So there are your questions. Get out there, start doing your homework. Though really, you might already know this stuff.
Yeah.
You might already know it if you're real serious. So great. That's pretty awesome. Guitars are pretty awesome.
Showed up and he gave me this guitar.
He gave you this guitar.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Cool. Well, all right. It's been an exciting show. Of course, Guitar Hero 2, Madden NFL 07, Spy Hunter Dead Rising, a lot of great looking stuff. Want to say thanks to Brad and Matt and Justin for coming by, Brian for bringing by stuff. Of course, John Tam, RedOctane, and the fine folks at Gibson for the guitars. In the meantime, Brad, why don't you take us out of here?
All right. What do I do?
Rip it up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The magic of the internet.
It worked. Oh, my God. Well, I guess
Through
now that
portal
I'm here,
technology.
Yeah, cool. And you thought the lights on the set were hot. He's at the beach, man.
Oh, yeah. Spring break.
Party!
Take off your top.
Take off your top. We were kidding. All right, let's send this home. For everyone out there, thanks for watching. And, of course, for the crew here, thanks for having a great show. You guys get some paper towels and wipe Brad down. He's very, very damp. He's ruining that guitar. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week right here live and on the spot. Thanks for watching.